Okay, so here I am at Central Market again, Pasar Seni, and I'm with my Kopiku coffee. I know it's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, today I'm going to go take a walk down from the end of Pasar Seni to Taman Perdana, which used to be known as Lake Gardens. And I haven't been there since I left Malaysia in the 80s. So it'll be interesting because I know there are changes there. And I'd like to see what they're like. Let's start with the Central Market building. It's actually a very beautiful Art Deco building. It says since 1888. The original building wasn't like this. But this current building was completed in 1936 or 1937. I'm walking on this pathway beside Pasar Seni, and it's a lovely walkway. I must say that when I was younger and in Malaysia, I never really paid attention to all the buildings. It's only now that I'm seeing all these buildings that I hadn't noticed before. And this is Hotel Avenue, and I wonder how long it's been in existence. And of course, across the street, another beauty. The Low Cube building, I have no idea. What an amazing building, huh? Mahkamah Perusahaan Malaysia. I do not know what that means. The UOB. This is the confluence. The Klang River on the right, the Gombak River on the left. And Masjid Jamek. I haven't walked down this way in a long time. This is a bridge that bridges Masjid Jamek to Sultan Abdul Samad building, and I haven't walked across this bridge before. And it's lovely. I mean, I wish I actually had my camera, you know. I make it a point now not to bring my camera when I'm producing video content. It's 11 o'clock now. they've made it into a pedestrian area. This is Merdeka Square. So this is St. Mary's Cathedral. And they actually conduct services in Malay too. Wow, okay, it's a lot sooner than I imagined. 1893, plans were made to build this place across. This is in 1920. And wow, look at this photograph of, that's the church. And this is the Padang Merdeka, as it used to be. Sultan Abdul Samad building. This is amazing. Okay, I can't go into the cathedral presently. There's a wedding going on. Okay, one of the things that I remember was jogging. We had a coach that used to ask us to jog, to warm up, to jog from school to Lake Gardens, as it was known then. And we used to jog all this way up this avenue to Lake Gardens. By the time we reached Lake Gardens, well, I was almost ready to quit. This building, no idea. Wow. An old school. Don't know what school that is. Nice bus stop. And the police station. That building right in the center, below the tall building, is Aswara. I wonder if that is the music college. But look at this beautiful road. Wow. So this is an interesting fountain. It looks as though the water is spouting from spouts of a tea pot. I haven't seen this before. Right below the police building on the hill. Okay, so we have officially reached Lake Gardens or Taman Perdana. So this place, originally called Lake Gardens, was the idea of, I think, Lord Venning, if not mistaken, in 1890, where this place used to be full of lalang. Lalang is a type of Malaysian grass, sharp edges, tall grass and bushes. And he had the idea of kitting it out and planting trees to make it a botanical garden. Look at these leaves. Look at the color. And what's that building? So I wasn't allowed to go in and take pictures even of this place. I remember when I was young, I came to a place similar which had a stage and was the roofs wasn't built then. It was an open air stage, and I remember sitting down and watching a band play. This is a live music venue, by the way, and it's the original structure was completed and opened in 1967, so this must be the same one. And I remember this because this was the first time I heard a band cover Black and White, and I was hooked. I have not seen this fruit before. What is it? It looks like a guava. Look at this building. Looks like a bunker of sorts. And I guess this is the toilet. Wonder when this was built. I mean, how often do you see buildings that are like this? Definitely a toilet. Again, I have no idea what this... It says Muzola, and I don't know what that means. I guess it must be a place for praying. Simply amazing place. And I can report that it is cooler under the trees. But with all this shade come mosquitoes, and I've been bitten on several places already, so don't forget your insect repellent. Beautiful. Fantasy planet, and it's got dinosaurs, and it's got some mock castles. It's a playground, of course. Nice. Lovely obstacle course, slides. Beautiful. A hero's charity run. taking place tomorrow. And this is where you sign up for Sunday the 5th. I don't remember this place. This is new to me somewhat. Don't know if you can see the fishes, but there are different kinds of fish in here, different kind to the normal carp you see. Okay, I'm lost. This isn't the bird park. Don't even know if it's close to it. I guess I could Google it and find out where. If you're into botany, all these trees here are labeled. This is a rather ginormous tree, very thick trunk. Is this concrete construction to support the tree? These slopes are memorable to me. I don't think these stairs were here. When I was here, these slopes were the slopes I had to run up after I had completed my jog around the perimeter of Lake Gardens. I left Malaysia in 1980, so this might be a recent addition. This park is huge, by the way. 91 hectares. And I'm actually going under an inner tunnel, which is under the motorway somewhere, and I'm heading towards the bird park because I've come all this way, and there are many attractions here, and I can't remember what they are. I'm coming up to Museum Negara, which is the National Museum, a place that I do not recognize anymore. Of course, I remember the front entrance. This over here used to be just a small tiny road called, or leading to, Jalan Travis, but now it's a motorway. And of course these buildings, they weren't here. When I was a kid. So I'm not going to go in. A minibus. I remember these engines. Shunters they're called. And of course the train engine that used to pull the coaches. Gee whiz, this is my hand. What about this? And what about this? It was withdrawn from service in 1969. And I don't remember if I've ever had a steam engine pull the train to Penang when I was on it. But maybe it did. Definitely a one-person affair. This is the narrowest escalator I've been up. My goodness. And a second one. I've not been across this bridge before. In fact, I don't even think it existed when I was here last. And if I'm not mistaken, it will lead back to the Botanical Gardens. I'm coming up to the planetarium. This road looks familiar. It's winding around the gardens, and it's probably one of the roads that we used to use to jog around the gardens. And I also remember that as kids in school, we used to have to line the place and wave our flags to royal passerbyers. Look at this doggy. Tun Abdul Razak Memorial. There are many things to see. This, of course, says it all. How wonderful. The police building, the head office, Bukit Aman Hill. This cenotaph used to be in a different place. It was moved here piece by piece. It's to commemorate the First World War, and names were added during the Second World War and also the Malaysian emergency. I doubled back myself to return to where I first started because I wanted to show you a couple of places. This monument was unveiled in 1966 and it commemorates those who died in the Second World War and the Malayan emergency from 1948 to 1960. This is the largest or the tallest bronze monument in the world. Very powerful. Looks like a bunker. This is new, if I'm not mistaken. This is Jalan Parliament and it's called Parliament Road because up here are the Houses of Parliament. Well, I hope you enjoyed this and see you again. Take care. Bye-bye.